So this is the second part of how to write an amazing email to pitch for your app to reporters and influencers and celebrities. So we already looked at how to write the subject of the email, and now we're gonna look at how to write the actual body. Now first, let's look at the structure of the body. There's many ways to do it, depending on what is your app about. You can keep it short or make it longer. It's really up to you, and see which one works the best for you. Usually try to keep it as short as possible, especially when you're pitching people that have lots of followers and are pretty famous out there, because they don't have time to really read everything you're writing. So if it's a small a small fry, like somebody that doesn't have that many followers, let's say on Twitter or on their blog, you can write a longer email. Now if it's someone that's like a top celebrity, or that's even a news reporter from the TV, then a TV anchor, then forget it. You have to keep it as short as possible, unless you yourself you are already famous, and then you can go ahead and even have a phone conversation with them. But we're not there yet, right? We're still learning how to get there. Alright, so the email body structure. First, you need to write the name of your app exactly as it is spelled on the App Store, so that it's easy for the reporter to search for it or share it, or just in case they need to take a look themselves at what's there on the App Store. If it's on the App Store. If it's not, don't worry about it. So if you look right here, that's if you go to iTunes Connect or the Google Play Store, you'll have the full name here, so you can just copy and paste it there. Okay, so no problem, you could do that. Now you can also give the URL. You can click on More and do View on App Store, or you can right click right here and do Copy Link. Alright, because when you do View on the App Store, it's going to send it to the iTunes App Store right there. Okay, there we go. So you could send that link right there. Well, and it's opening on iTunes, even better. Alright, next what you want to do, is tell what the app is about and why it's different, or what are the unique features that you have, and what is the selling point. Like whenever you're pitching, you need to be, it's like you're selling also at the same time. You're selling your idea to the news reporter. So make sure you tell a story. People remember apps and they remember something specific when you tell a story. So make sure you tell a story and you use adjectives to embellish it. So what do we mean by this? So instead of saying I wrote we are launching this word guess app, we wouldn't say that. We would say we are launching this amazing brain stimulating word game app. So already we have amazing, brain stimulating, all these adjectives that make it a lot more compelling and more exciting. You want to create excitement so that the news reporter keeps reading and is enticed to write an article about it. So if you're not sure, by the way, of what unique features your app has or what's the selling point, just give it to your friends or your family members and let them try it, and don't say anything. Just look at their reaction whenever they interact with it. Look what they like, what they don't like, what makes them excited, and that's how you get to know what are the selling points for your app. Then you need social proof. Now in this world, it's very hard to, there's so much competition, it's very hard to stand out. So the best is to have social proof. What do we mean by social proof? If any of your past apps has been featured in the iTunes App Store or the Google Play Store, write it in the email. Say, I had this Hangman game that reached top 100 in the iPhone game in 2014. That was amazing, and we're planning on recreating this, and what we're about to do is going to be even more amazing. So you are proving that you already were able to do it once. So if you did it once, you can do it twice. Next, you need to say if your app has already received any press coverage. Now, if you say that you're giving exclusivity on something, make sure you don't lie here. If you already have press coverage, don't lie and say that you didn't have any, because anyone can Google and find out. But meanwhile, if not, you need to say if you had any press coverage before for maybe another feature or another update that you did a year earlier. That's very important. Bloggers or news reporters love to report something, especially when they know that other people have reported it. Now, I don't know if you've seen sometimes when you're walking in the streets, when you see a lot of people that are all crowded together or bundled up together looking at something that's going on, guess what? You want to go and look too, right? So something is happening here. If many people have already written about your app, many other news reporters will want to cover it as well, and bigger ones as well, the ones that are up to the top there. Now, if you have any influencer or celebrity who talked about the app, sometimes they tweet, they would send a tweet, they say, oh, this app, I hate this app, it's so hard. Such as, remember Flappy Bird? It became such a big deal, not because the game was fun, it became addictive. It became famous because it was very addictive and very hard to play. So if you have any influencer that said something or posted an image that has your app or anything like that, then definitely use this to your own benefits. If somehow your app was trending on any news site like Reddit or Google News, Yahoo News, Product Hunt, Hacker News, or any of the likes, then make sure you say it, because it gives more weight to your app. Now, you don't have to do that just for an app. You can do this for a website. And as you can see on one of our websites here on appsfresh.com, if you scroll down, it says here what some of the places that this got featured in. Okay, and obviously when people see that, they also want to write about it as well. All right, going back to the pitch. Then, if your app does not have any achievement, by the way, it happens, sometimes, no matter what you try, sometimes nothing ever happens. So don't worry about it. You can also put some of your own achievements. For example, let's say you're a developer and you've developed apps for other people. It doesn't have to be yours. It could be for some other people, from contracting jobs or something like this. You can put it here. It doesn't have to be just about your app. It could be about other apps that you made, or even your own achievements. Sometimes it doesn't even have to do anything with it. You could be a marathon runner, or or you could be a cancer survivor or something like this, and say I've been able to survive this, and now I just want to make the world a better place, and here is my app that's solving a world-class problem. That's one example. Next, what you need is also write about the price or the price drop. So whenever you put your app, you have to say, okay, the app in December will cost $4.99, or it will it's at $5 right now, and it will be free for a couple days or something like that. So make sure you write this down. Then make sure you add a link to your app page, whether it's on your website or it could be a Facebook page or a Tumblr page, as long as it's something that people can go and get more information. Then get a link to the iTunes product page or the Google Play mobile app. So that's basically a direct link where people can go and download your app, and add a few screenshots of your app. But very important, do not add the screenshots as attachment. Why? Because it makes the email heavier and it takes longer to load sometimes. So make sure you just add attachments as links, not attachments for the screenshots. And try to have some name for the links that actually look okay. Like doesn't look like you're trying to fish. Like phishing. PHISH, not phishing like a FISH. Okay, so you're not like trying to get their email address or their information or steal their identity. Okay. Then you need a short action-based video. That's very important nowadays. There's so many reporters get so many pitches that in order to stand out, you need to have some kind of a video that explains what your app is about. And most of the time, reporters are just going to click straight on the video. Usually, a YouTube video would be great. So a link to a YouTube video, because if you send it from a Gmail account or any of the other accounts, if usually most of the services will play the YouTube video and will show the thumbnail right there on the email, so people know automatically to go and click there. That's a big plus. All right, by the way, so keep it short, 15 to 45 seconds. And also make sure that it's action-based. What do we mean by action-based? You know, do not show the launching screen or any text. Just show some quick action about what this app does. Okay, really quickly. These people are very literate. They see hundreds of apps monthly, so you don't have to write too much text. They understand straight what your app is about. They can really figure it out. They're not the average user. They're up there, okay? So remember that. Then you need a small description, write a very small paragraph, concise of what your app does and what problem does it solve and how is it good at solving it better than the competition. Okay? So remember, tell a story. Say what your app is about and tell a story. By the way, in the next lecture, we will do a little demonstration, hands-on training on one of our apps so that you can see what we're talking about hands-on. And then obviously you need ways to reach you, such as usually the email address is the best for the reply or any links, but please, no link to a contact form or survey form. People will not go through a contact form with validation fields and things like that. No, it's just a way, that's the way to lose your news reporter right there. Now, as an option, you can have your Skype ID and your Twitter ID. It's really just to add more weight to what you say, but usually a reporter will not get on Skype or will not message you on Twitter. Note, very important note, the majority of emails that you're going to send are not going to be answered. So don't worry about it. Don't take it on yourself. These people receive hundreds of emails, so they're not going to answer most of the time. But make sure you follow up, because when you follow up, sometimes people want to answer, but they're so busy with everything that's going on that they forget about you. So when you do a follow up, they might just reply to you and say like, "Oh yes, I forgot about it. I meant to write an article about it, but I didn't have the time. Let me do it right now." So whenever you write a follow up, try to do it usually on the weekends when reporters receive the least amount of emails. Make sure not to do it on a Monday morning, because this is the day when they come back from a weekend. They really don't want to get back to work, and they have an inbox, and they have many tasks to do on a Monday morning, so forget about it. And I wrote here, the gold lies in the follow-up, meaning that there's lots of opportunity that are missed because people forget to follow up. So please, follow up. And here is a quick tip. Whenever you follow up, use the Boomerang extension for Gmail that's on Chrome. It reminds you to send a follow-up email. Let's say you say, okay, I want to follow up in 7 days or in 5 days. It will come back as an email and say, hey, now it's the time for you to follow up with that person. So that's a great way not to forget and to do it right there. So, by the way, you can find a decent pitch, that's also sample from App Design Vote, so you can just click there and take a look at it. And here, as an exercise, which is the best subject line? There's 4 of them, and email us and tell us why you think this is the best subject line. Email us at info@appsfresh.com, info@appsfresh.com. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next lecture.